Parents, we have a special guest.
Yeah. Need to know. I'm on the need to know.
I'm so happy
this
you're
is a
here.
big honor.
Oh, it
Thank
is
you.
a big deal.
This
I
is a
want
big
to. You
deal.
are our first special guest who is not in kids ministry. So,
Man,
guys,
thank
if
you.
you don't know this guy is Pastor Andrew. He's our grow pastor here at Christ Place,
Yeah,
and he does all things groups, from babies to kids to
groups.
students
Groups are
to
fun.
adults.
Yeah.
He does it all. So we're so excited that we're going to talk to you guys about what Hear Journal is. Now, in kids ministry, this is a super big deal. We are teaching your kids how to read God's word through what we call Hear Journal. So as parents, we wanted you guys to know, what is a Hear Journal? Your kids might be telling you, we're doing Hear Journals at church. I need to do Hear Journals at home. So we want you guys to know what they are.
Jake, these things have really transformed my personal quiet time when I study God's Word, because it really helps me map out exactly what I'm reading. So we have an example Hear Journal for you so that you can see exactly what it is and you can know better and teach your kids as well. So the Hear Journal, actually, the Hear stands for an acronym. It's the H is to highlight, the E is to explain, the A is to apply, and then the R is to respond. So in our example here, we're reading Matthew 6, 19 through 24. And so we would highlight one of the verses in that passage. And so we highlighted verse 21. It says, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So we highlighted that verse. And then the E, or explain what's going on in that passage, would say, the things I treasure are what I love the most. That's what that verse is explaining. And so then as I'm studying this verse and I'm studying this passage, I want to apply that to my life. And so the way that I would apply that would be, I need to treasure what God treasures. And then when you get to the R in your Hear Journal, it's a response, or sometimes it's an action of how I'm going to apply this or how I'm going to change. And most of the time, it's even a prayer as well. So I always do mine as a prayer. And so I say something like, God, I want to love you with all of my heart. Help me turn from the things that don't matter to the things of eternal treasures. And so these Hear Journals will transform you studying God's Word, and same with your students as well. And so we want you to be in the know when you're reading about a Hear Journal.
That's right. This is such a crucial, easy tool to teach your kids to read God's Word. And personally, like Andrew said, I use these in my own quiet time sometimes too, so it's so useful. Hey, this month we have Next Steps on. Yes, this is such an awesome time. On the 21st and 28th of this month, we are having our Next Steps class. Now, this is for kids who maybe have just decided to follow Jesus, are asking questions about what it means to follow Jesus. Maybe they have questions about baptism, and we talk about baptism in that class as well. So if you think your kids need to be at this class, you can email us at kids@christplace.com and we can get you registered.
And Jake, we have Easter
Big
coming
day.
up.
Big
Listen,
day.
this
It's a
is
big
like
day.
the Super Bowl of church. I mean, that's what this is Easter Sunday.
Yes.
And we're doing something really cool this year. We are having Baptism Celebration Day on Easter, which is April the 4th. And we want your kids to be a part of it as well. And the best way for them to do that is to sign up for Next Steps and then learn about what baptism and salvation is. And then they can participate on Easter Sunday. You can get your whole family here. We can baptize. We're going to celebrate. We're going to see life go from death to life, and it's going to be so cool.
It's going to be awesome. Can't wait for that day. Parents, your kids have been working so hard in January and February. They have been competing against one another. We have had two teams, Guardians, Astronauts. Both of these teams, they've been doing Hear Journals, reading God's Word. They've been bringing supplies for healthcare workers, being generous with their money.
Yeah.
All of these things, we've been keeping points, and the race has been tight.
I bet it has.
And at the end of it, we've had a big prize, an ice cream party that's going to be this Sunday.
Wait a minute. So are you about to tell us?
I'm
who the
about
winner-
to tell you.
You're
the
about to
winner.
announce the winner.
I'm about to,
I
it's a
feel
big
like
moment.
we
It's
need-
a big moment.
We need a drum roll.
We definitely need.
All right, we'll give us a
give it to me.
drum
Give it
roll.
to me. And the winner is the Astronauts.
Yes.
Yes. Make
Man.
sure to tell your kids the
Right.
Astronauts. We just announced this past Sunday to the kids. Hopefully they know, but I want you guys to know as parents to make sure that your kids are here this Sunday so they can celebrate by eating some ice cream.
Hey, listen, in the month of March, we are teaching your kids about what it means to be a force multiplier. And when you do the force multiplier, you gotta say it like force multiplier. You gotta do it like that, because that way they can remember it and know exactly what it is. But listen, this is a great opportunity for us to lean into our My Five list. And one of the things that our kids have been doing, and it's so cool to walk through the halls and to go into each one of the classrooms, they have actually taken their My Five list and they put it on the wall, and they're actually praying over it every single Sunday. And I love that our kids ministry has been doing this, because my kids come home every single Sunday and they're constantly talking about their My Five list and how they prayed for it. And so it is a really great opportunity for you to talk to your kids about what a My Five list is and exactly why are we even doing a My Five list here?
Well, we believe at Christ Place that we are disciples who make disciples. That's how we multiply.
It's the Great Commission.
That's
it's
right.
Scripture.
That's what
This
God
is
has called us
straight
to
from
do.
God's Word.
And so we've been encouraging your kids to pray for friends they know who don't know the Lord, and then hopefully invite them to church.
Yeah, most definitely. Great way to do it.
Hey, we can't wait to see you guys this Sunday, 9:15, 11.
Yes.
Be there.